Hello everybody, Retro64 here, and I'm using the Advent Trail, the Lucifer version of it.
The rivers flowing through this realm divide its regions suitably enough, and every shade knows better than to try and cross them.
See, here's the thing though, Zacharias isn't really a shade, not technically. They were going by the lore of this game. So technically, I don't understand the whole, oh, blah blah this, blah blah that, shades not crossing rivers, because if we're going by the logic of this game, Zacharias 1 is not shade, 2, he don't care.
I can take it.
He'll cross him anyway. Maybe Hades was just saying that just to be intimidating or something, I don't know.
Let's consider searching possibilities.
I mean, to be fair, to see vast, infinite possibilities, I'm sure there can only be a certain select few choices that could be made in certain situations, and thus, you know, any consequences or results or what have you can be eliminated or added based on whatever choice you made. You know what they say, never rule out any possibilities until you have enough evidence to support or deny a claim, but yeah, again, that's just a very loose statement. Do not, just take it with a grain of salt, honestly. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm just some guy on the internet, remember that. I am no expert philosopher, I'm just some guy playing a game. I've been noticing there's been some like really weird like video glitches. I've been trying to have like a higher quality version of like these Hades runs, but I've been seeing some like weird black lines just show up, or like kind of like weird frame skips every so often. And I'm not really sure if I should just keep all the videos, or just like kind of re-record them, I guess. Because I don't really want to throw away any content, you know? That would just suck, you know? Just throw away a bunch of content that I just like put in effort to record, because like there are times where I like to essentially batch record a bunch of videos and then kind of like record any commentary either during recording or do post commentary if, you know, I don't like how the commentary during, you know, just regular recordings plays out. Which, you know, no shame if you end up doing post commentary if something doesn't work out, you know. Some stuff like that happens. It happens all the freaking time, you know. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want to. Sometimes the best any of us can do, even me, is just try to adapt as things go on, you know? And also, I guess the whole, the Chaos Boon changed, or I guess evolved, technically.
Hexagriff grows stronger.
Great, I got this freaking Doom Crystal. Too bad I don't have anything that pierces, armor right now. That would be freaking nice, honestly. And now for everyone to see how long this fight can last. I would say place your bets, but honestly that would be very irresponsible of me. I am not going to encourage that. I would say save money. Save your money to take care of yourself. That's more important, honestly. problem I'm facing right now with this fight is just trying to aim at the big, I guess, the main crystal. But there's so many of these other smaller crystal enemies floating around that the extra grip is just locking onto those and not the main one. Freaking come on. Why? I was not expecting to come across this, so I guess better I come across Doom Crystal here than, I guess, trying to fight the Sneak Shade.
No more dallying about now, little nephew. Time instead, we really got somewhere.
I agree, Poseidon. It's time to finally get somewhere. I could swap the cast, but I could also go for the title dash as well. Yeah, honestly, I think the title dash would be better in this case, because at least then it'll give me something to work with. Because if you don't have like the infinite ammo on the Exegriff, like you have limited ammo. You only have so much ammo to work with. So yeah, it's not so much like, for anyone out there who's looking to get into this game for the first time, I wouldn't think about the abilities in terms of like what's the quote-unquote like best abilities in terms of like a tier list or like a ranking system. Think about what kind of weapon you have at that current moment, that current run, and then see what kind of playstyle you have. And then build abilities based around your playstyle and the weapon you have. Because, keep in mind, you're not going to get the same abilities each and every run. You're not going to get the same gods or goddesses each and every route or, I guess, escape attempt in this case. So, if anything, I'd say find out what works best for you, the individual player, you know? Instead of trying to build like blah blah this, blah blah that, because for me, I don't like Aphrodite's abilities, you know? Like, yeah, the whole weak or charm ability can work for some people. For me, it does not work. You know, I've had luck with some of Ares' abilities, which I haven't seen him in God knows how many runs. Where is he anyway? But like, there have been times where I've had, you know, freaking Athena's abilities work really well with someone like Poseidon. Or I've had Artemis work really well with Zeus.
I'd love to know about your lifetime.
So,
I'll try and help
really,
you this
it's,
time, so that way
like
you
I
can tell
keep
me.
saying before, it really just depends on your playstyle and how, like, what weapon you have. And of course, what form of the weapon you have. Speaking of, I'm going to choose Chaos and go for Trial of the Gods, because I'm craving violence and chaos.
Bless you, Zagreus.
As of this recording, my current job is not making me feel, I guess, fulfilled enough. So I'm just like, I desire chaos. I desire to have some kind of choice. So, speaking of choice, I gotta make a choice somewhere. There's so many good ones here. Yeah, sure.
A harsh winter is coming for you, Zagreus. And I'm afraid you've brought it on yourself.
There's no good options. There were no good choices. There was no pleasing everybody. Look, Demeter, I know I pissed you off. And I know I tend to be the kind of person, which, you know, it's probably gonna seem like, oh, I'm just saying it for the video, blah, 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 but, like, I know I tend to be the kind of person who wants to make everybody happy as best I can, which, yeah, I know, I'm just, it does sound like I'm saying it just to say it, but even I had to realize at some point, there is no pleasing everybody.
The harsh of winter's gone for now, young Zagreus, and so take heart. But also, you take heed.
You know, that's actually advice I should take. Take heart, but take heed, you know? Because, like I said before, I'm not gonna be able to please everybody. Even I'm aware of that. Like, even I need to take that into consideration. Myself, the guy who is saying it out of his own mouth. But, like, not everyone is going to be, I guess, pleasant to talk to. And I'm sure nobody out there needs someone like me to say it, you know?
That's a relief.
It's weird, all those times where I fought Kairon before and he just continues on like nothing ever happened. What's this angle on all this anyway? Great. Hello to Stephanie. Alright. How am I already down this much health? Or at least, I should say, how have I already chipped away this much health on Stephanie already? Like, did the fight just start or something? Okay, frick. One of the few moments where I wish I had Athena's dash ability. Seriously, having Athena's dash ability on this fight is super nice, especially when you have situations like that, where Stephanie just launches all those like little fireballs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think I'm glad I chose that dash ability now. Man, oh man, that did wonders on this fight, man. At least on this particular Fury sister.
How did you?
How did I grr?
I'll take this one.
With my mouth.
Heading up.
Yeah, grr. RAR XD. God, that was cringe of me. That was absolute frickin' cringe, my dude. Why did I even dash in that direction anyway? Man, I think whatever I chose is a pretty good build right now.
Not to say.
Yeah, that went pretty well, considering the layout of this room. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah. I think I'd rather go with the Rutger abilities, which I know I chose earlier. But I think in this kind of situation where I have I have Poseidon's dash ability, you know, having the whole like damage by moving with like the water can definitely help with any enemies that move around, especially through Asphodel, where there's like a lot of magma you gotta watch out for, along with any enemies. I think I'm just gonna go to Eurydice, skip the fishing. Is it just... Oh, it's just Eurydice. Sometimes I've had Eurydice and Orpheus. Frick.
Sure thing.
I misclicked, but hey, at least it got like an upgraded rarity for some of my abilities, I guess.
Careful, hon.
Honestly, nah,
Ready when you
could
are,
be
Barge of
worse.
Death.
Besides, I should actually be trying something new to see how it works, you know. Alright, where are ya, you frickin' enemies? I wanna get rid of you as soon as possible. I freaking hate those blue crystals always creating the shields for the frickin' enemies. At least the invulnerability shields. It's always so annoying to try to friggin' deal with. Because like the freaking shields, like whatever like yellow shields they have, like the enemies have, it's annoying enough as is. And depending on the enemies, it can be extremely, I guess, frustrating to deal with. But then having that invulnerability shield around them is just a pain in the butt.
Or Dionysus.
Look, man, I am feeling generous right now, know what I mean? And so he's something extra potent for you. Ought to keep you going for a while longer than you're used to there.
Huh.
Ooh, good.
Don't think I've ever gotten that dialogue before. Though, maybe I have. On some run at some point in time, and I just haven't been paying attention. You know? You go through so many runs and see so many different dialogue options that you're just like, you don't really remember every single option. Well, I know the dialogue options tend to change every run. Especially with, like, what god or goddess you tend to get. So, you know, maybe I have gotten it, maybe I haven't. I don't know. Hopefully it's not my memory going to absolute dog shit. Because if so, I should start being concerned for my age.
Okay.
Let's go for Hermes. Might as well. Where are the enemies? Where are they? I was about to say, where are they? But they just popped up, shopped up, right as I was saying that. I don't even know what. Nah, shopping doesn't apply to the underworld unless you're shopping at Charon's shop, which kind of seems weird. That, like, he would be boating shades to the House of Hades and also setting up shop in the underworld during each run.
Take all the time you need deciding if you want to be a slowpoke.
What I want to know is, like, if he is boating, you know, souls, like dead souls to the underworld, how quick is he doing it while also making sure he sets up shop for us to buy stuff?
Should come in useful.
Maybe it's just like, oh, I wonder if it's just like somehow, you know, while he's you know, boating dead souls to the House of Hades, like somehow it's just us, like somehow stumbling upon him during his, I guess, runs in between the mouth of the River Styx and the House of Hades. And so he just sets up shop. And you're just like, hey yo, Zagreus, here's your stuff if you want to buy anything. If not, oh cool, I'll just keep going about my regular day job. So I wonder something. Since, like, you can get coin from defeating enemies, I wonder if it's just like the different shades being paid like a salary or something every so often from Hades or someone. and then you just get money or something. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you get money, like, aside from all those instances where, like, you go into a room where you can earn, like, 100 coins as, like, the chamber reward? Or am I just going crazy? I hope I'm not going crazy.
Oh, damn it.
Cause I swear there's times where, like, I've defeated enemies or bosses or whatever. I think more so just like regular enemies, and I've gained monies
Any more heads
from
you
it.
chopped off?
And I'm not talking about like any abilities from Hermes, which I think is like side hustle or something.
You are testing my patience.
Oh, thank God there's a freaking Death Defiance option there.
Me up.
Man, that is what I was yearning for. It was what I craved. To have another chance of getting out of here, man.
Another day or night in paradise.
Ah, man, let's go for Daedalus. Try to get some more abilities for the extra griff, right? Can you tell I'm tired? Actually, no, I'm not even that tired right now. I'm feeling kind of energetic, to be honest. At least right now, anyway. So to be fair, as of this recording, I got back from a camping trip. So I've had a little bit of time to, I guess, rest and recover? So, to be fair, I only went camping for a few days. I didn't want to go camping for like a whole week. Of course, I went camping with family members, so
The rail's hidden power.
all I really had to do was just like help them set up the like set up the campsite, just do that and whatnot. I'm probably explaining it poorly. My brain just go burr.
Next.
Man. How is it going this quickly right now? Well, never mind. Spoke too soon. Of course, there's two freaking butterfly balls. Man, I kind of wish I could go back to the whole having the butterfly ball as the mid-boss, like, ever so often, aside from just constantly fighting Asterius all the freaking time. Because, while there is nothing wrong with fighting Asterius, I would like to have a change of pace, honestly. Yeah, let's just go for more coin. I want to be able to, make sure I has the monies for the Death Defiance later on. And just do that whole shebang. No, to be fair, I think it only comes... I meant to say I can only refill one at a time if I do it from the Well of Charon, as opposed to seeing Theseus and just getting the premium kiss of sticks. I've got to get rid of that. Of course, there's two of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Friggin' Star Wars memes.
Look what I found.
I think I'm going to go with Poseidon. Might as well. No. Hey! There we go. There we go with the butterfly ball. Now we're getting something somewhere at some point in time. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Man, I just saw that movie for the first time back in January of 2023. I think I was visiting family in another state. Of course, not saying where they live because, you know, some wanted to keep privacy and whatnot. But like, I saw that movie for the first time because I had a coworker saying like, "Man, you should totally watch this movie." So like, it was on the, where's basically like one of the movie options, like on a plane. You know, like how some planes have like the movie options you can go with.
We're not.
And that was on there, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I could watch, you know, the Batman with Robert Pattinson for like the umpteenth. Actually, no, like third time. Or I could watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. So I just went with the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I was like, you know, might as well go with it. And that was an enjoyable experience, honestly. And I can tell, like, the people who made it, you know, they knew what they were doing. And yeah, it can, like, if you're not really paying attention too well, it can get confusing, so it's definitely one of those movies where, like, you know, if you're not paying attention too well, you know, you can lose track of what's really going on. And that's not to diss the movie. That's not to diss the movie. It's just that I'm just saying it from the perspective of how much content is in the movie and what they were able to do with what they were, at least the story they were trying to tell. Which, overall, after, like, keep in mind this has been like several months after watching the movie, I can say overall it was very solid, very well put together, and with all the different parallel universes and everything, it actually made sense.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted, nephew. I offer you the finest blessings of the earth and sea, and they're not good enough.
I'm sorry, Poseidon. Look, there's only so much I can do. I had to choose somebody. I can't please everybody. I'm sure we'll be able to make it up some way, somehow. So I think this is the first time I'm seeing Poseidon's thing. It's pretty much like a wave that goes around, which, I mean, considering he's the god of the sea and whatnot, kind of makes sense, you know? Frickin', how many more enemies are left? Can't risk losing another Death Defiance here.
Oh, very well then, little Hades. Uncle's going to let you off the hook this time. Just mind your manners next we meet.
Let me off the hook. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's see here. Yeah. My best case scenario.
Time for a change.
Question is, can I get Theseus to show up? Actually, no, not Theseus. Frick. I meant to say Patroclus! God frickin' hell, dude. Why am I getting these names mixed up in this game? Like, at this point I should know by now, right? Ah, frickin', I just wasted one of the frickin' Chthonic companion abilities. Why am I like this? Why? Why am I like this? Why am I constantly doing this thing and this stuff and this stuff and this thing? Why? Where, man? I keep doing this. And I'm not, like... I think what it is, and keep in mind, this isn't me trying to build like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's just saying this for the sake of the video. I think what could be happening is, like, I'm getting so into the moment that somehow I'm mixing up buttons on the controller.
So quiet.
and I'm confusing some abilities for other abilities. That is what could be happening right now. That is a very real possibility. Honestly, I might as well go for Athena's abilities.
Here, let me offer you some fine new boons, as well as Lord Dionysus here, who I'm sure would love to talk your
Oh
ear
wait,
off
are we
just as
getting a
much as
duo
I.
right now?
Yeah, tells me I'm being awful loud and
I think we might be getting a duo.
Stuff like that. What can you do though, right?
Yeah. I think that might be best case scenario for trying to do all this. So that all depends on how well I can do this next fight here.
A challenger? Face us, filth, however many times it takes, until you cannot stand it any longer.
Freaking, come on. I want to take Theseus down as soon as possible, because this little turd has a freaking shield and a spear. Plus he has the freaking God Call. I guess the God Assist, technically. Which is like super freaking cheap, man. Of course. Try to surf my way out of here. Oh wait, when did it run out? I wasn't really paying attention. Frick. I'm out of continues. Or I guess Death Defiances. And of course Sirius is halfway down his health as well. Come on, come on. I wish I had a katana companion ability. Or
There. I shall await when next you clamber to these heights.